Hi, I'm Cody with Secure Agent Mentor and SecureAgentMentor.com. Thank you for joining and thank you for listening. This video, we're going to go over tracking activity. What type of activity to track, how to track it, and ways to make sure that you're tracking activity to hit your goals. What type of activity do you need to track? You need to track contacts made, whether it's by calls, text, emails, door knocks. You need to track every single one of your contacts and figure out how many contacts it normally takes to get X number of appointments, whatever that is, whatever you need to hit your goal, and however many people you want to see. So whether you're calling leads, working a networking group, working warm market, door knocking, working trade shows, networking with professionals around you that are friends with you, whatever it is, figure out how many contacts you need and track those contacts. So we track contacts made, we track appointments ran, and if, say you need to run 10 appointments a week, well, make sure that you're hitting that every single week. We also track how many fact finders we fill out, because if you run 10 appointments, you should be filling out 10 fact finders. And if not, why not? Because fact finding is so important to not only what's best for the client, but for cross-selling, creating opportunity, and for making more money. But even more important than those previous few, doing what's best for your client and solidifying and putting in concrete a long-term client and actually building a relationship with that client. Because if we're just going in and selling them something, we look like the policy pushing agent. Unfortunately, 90% of the insurance agents have become. And we become more of a, if you're fact finding, you become more of a advisor, more of a resource. And you are building a long-term relationship with them and solidifying in concrete that relationship with that client. You've got a much better chance of actually keeping a client long-term. Number one, if you have more than one policy in the house. But number two, if you're doing what's best and you're fact finding. So we track fact finding. We also track referrals received. It's become a part of our appointment process and our system to build value and ask for referrals. But we also track how many referrals we got, because referrals are easy ways to meet people and easy ways to get in front of people, easy ways to sell people, and easy ways to keep your other client by helping another one of their friends. The fifth thing we track, and we track all these on a weekly basis. The fifth thing that we track is how many sales and how many apps did we submit. In a previous video, we talked about that agent needed 5 life apps a week if he averaged a $500 per life commission, which is very low, to hit $100,000 in a year. So figure out how many apps you need to submit. And the sixth thing that we track on a weekly basis is how much commission are we submitting. If you're wanting to make $100,000, well, I may need to submit, I could submit $2,000 a week for 50 weeks, but you really need to submit a little more than that, because you start thinking about chargebacks, cancellations, declines, stuff like that. So you need to get where you're consistently submitting $2,000 to $2,500 a week. So we track contacts made, we track appointments ran, not appointments set, actual appointments ran. We track how many fact finders did you fill out, how many referrals did you get, how many apps or sales did you make, and how much commission did you submit. You need to be tracking these activity on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And we give all of our agents an activity tracker sheet that breaks down the entire month by day and by week, and they track these things on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And by tracking these things, not only are we focused on productivity and production, and we do better, but we're also always thinking about how can we improve, how can we get our numbers up. Numbers and sales is what's most important to actually succeeding. If we don't help enough people, we won't make it. So we need to track those activities. Again, contacts made, appointments ran, fact finders filled out, referrals received, apps, and commission submitted. I'm Cody with Secure Agent Mentor and SecureAgentMentor.com. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. track your activity.